Zakijev has a rare catastrophic epilepsy diagnosis called Doose syndrome. What that entails is lots of seizures every single day, delayed development, autistic tendencies, that sort of thing. In the end, we had tried every medication that's indicated, 17 treatments in all, plus the ketogenic diet, which is a special diet for epilepsy. So we really tried everything that we could. Really none of them helped, or they would make his seizures worse. And then the side effects from the medications, of course, are ridiculous. I pulled out some scrapbooks so you could see what Zaki looked on steroids. He doubled his weight. He was having, the EEG showed, EEG is just an electrical scan of the brain waves, and it shows the seizure activity, and he was having 200 clinical seizures an hour. And so there are, 8 people in his room watching him seize over and over. We were there about a week. They just confirmed the diagnosis and said there was nothing else they could do. And we were there to get the confirmation of what we were really dealing with, but to get help, for them to help us. And, they said you've really tried everything in their bag of tricks that they had. Really, not to be melodramatic, but you're in really the fight for your child's life. We finally made the decision, yes, we need to do this. We need to go ahead and get his red card and start this whole process. We were at the end of, our pharmaceutical rope, so to speak. And just the safety profile was just unheard of. I mean, I knew that I wasn't going to kill him, giving him too much, which I couldn't say for any other medication that we've tried.
A very common and obvious question is, how do you administer cannabis to somebody like Zaki, who's 9 years old? The first thing that pops into a person's mind is, what do? You pop a joint in their mouth like the other end? Absolutely no. It's either administered by capsules, which they swallow, or oil syringes.
Also I think people need to understand that everything is tested. And so we know exactly the milligram dosage of CBD that we're giving, cannabidiol.
So people think that we're stopping these seizures by maybe getting the kid high, which isn't the case. It's actually quite a conundrum, because what's happening is virtually all of the anti-epileptic drugs on the market are psychoactive. This cannabidiol extract is non-psychoactive. So we're replacing psychoactive medications with a non-psychoactive medication, which happens to come from cannabis. So that's kind of hard for people to accept at first.
We may stop to dream, believe in things we've never seen, scattering dreams, spinning in circles.
And it's brilliant because we've been able to come off his psychoactive drug completely. At Zakijev's worst, he had 200 seizures an hour, and it has been 106 days now since his last seizure. I get to say, after almost a decade, I get to meet him for the first time without all this seizure activity and drugs. If you can imagine waiting 10 years to meet your kid. It's surreal. It's absolutely unreal. I don't even have words. I don't have words to describe it. I don't know how you think someone who has, literally saved your son's life. I don't know how you think someone like that. Really, after the euphoria wears off, that we found ourselves in such good fortune, that we found the Stanleys, that we found people who care and who grow this plant, you get angry that we couldn't have tried this 500,000 seizures ago, that no one even mentioned it as an option. We love our doctor. I love him. I feel like he's in the fight with us. He signed for us. Most doctors won't. But he's never, even in all of these years, shown us the compassion that the love of caring has. Thank God we live in Colorado, but if we didn't, I would do whatever I needed to do to be able to provide this for my child.
I know what is real, and we may stop to dream, believe in things we've never seen, scattering dreams.